Hey team, all right, so a video about building blocks to teach the clean. So think of it like this. If the clean was the end result that we're looking for, that would be the equivalent of a chest to bar butterfly. But we know as coaches that there's many steps. So I want to bring this all the way back to the equivalent of a hang from the bar with maybe like a strict pull-up. So the idea is this. The idea is to, there are two types of cleans in the kettlebell world. There's a dead clean, and then there is a more of a hang clean, which is a swinging variation in type. So let's start with the dead clean first. So the dead clean variation, before we get started, treat it just like this, right? So just a deadlift, a single arm deadlift. From there, the first building block would be something called a gunslinger. So the gunslinger will build speed and then have you end up in a 90-degree elbow position. So it'd be here. So this is the gunslinger from the dead stop position, right? All right, after that, the next progression would be an assisted clean. So assisted clean, we're gonna use our opposite hand to guide the kettlebell into that position. So to be advanced from gunslinger position. So we'll go gunslinger to assisted clean. So I'm just gonna take my other hand and just drive that bell into this pocket position. One more time, here, gunslinger, assisted clean position, right? From there, you can see how we'll go to a full clean here, driving it up. So those are like sort of like the 3 steps from static. From there, would go to a dynamic swinging position. So swinging, gunslinger, to swinging assisted, to eventually swinging, non-assisted, single arm. A couple things to fix. So those are like all the building blocks. Things to fix is, I like to use an analogy of a flashlight. So I think of the bottom of a kettlebell like the head of a flashlight. So if the flashlight, or the spotlight rather, you want the light to always be shining down on the ground. Anytime the light shines to the room, it's a bad sign. If it shines up to the ceiling, that's a really even worse sign. Because when it shines, that's when the bell flips and crashes, and that's where the pain comes, right? So we want to be able to clean in a way where it's just really pointed towards the ground. So that's something you can identify as a coach. And how do we get there? It's all about paying attention to this connection of elbow. So when on a swing, you'll see the elbow disconnect from the rib cage, and you have all this space. You want T-Rex arms, and you want this nice here. Once you've got here, if you simply just twist the elbow, the kettlebell will flip and crash. So this elbow needs to tuck behind and then come forward. So I'm gonna do an assisted clean to show you that. So I'm come here, up, and my elbow joint will go back behind my rib cage, and I just punch through right there. That's it in slow motion, and I'll drive that home, up, forward, elbow back, elbow forward, back, forward, back, forward, back, forward, okay? So hopefully that'll help you guys kind of break down just little nuances, give them building blocks. If someone can't quite do that, do assisted cleans. Can't do that, do gunslingers, and then that'll give them something to build upon.